Well, our project was it was about trying to sort of bring the sector together and sort of end siloing and get some communication between the various branches of archaeology. And one of the reasons why this is important is because the planning system requires archaeology to be considered. And I would say the vast amount of archaeology in this country is done via the planning system. So the more archaeologists that understand it, I think the better we're all going to do. And I think part of this project is also to let people know what this sort of role is working for a county council or a local authority. And one of the great things about this job, and it's something that attracted me to the job, is you get a chance to base yourself in an area and really understand that area and get a deep knowledge, deep local knowledge about the archaeology, about the landscape, about the people, about the settlements of where you're working. I think two things I think I'm proud of. I think the first thing really is the response we have had students and we've had a consultant come in. I think the positive feedback that we had. And I think the second big thing was the fact that our team, the consultants, the university students, we all came together and we all talked to each other and we all came together to get a project going that benefited all of us.
So, Tufnell Archaeology Project is an umbrella collaboration between my institution, Cardiff University, Salisbury Museum, and various local funders, primarily funded by the National Lottery Fund, but also various other funders and donors. Learning, training and skills is absolutely fundamental to the project. We operate on a people-first culture, and on the basis that always, if you give the people the tools to undertake the archaeology to best practice themselves and independently, that will, in the long run, pay off really well for you as an archaeology project, but also for them in terms of building confidence, building an understanding of why they're doing what they're doing, and enabling cascading of training and teaching between people on site. So we do a huge suite of training. It's not just excavations and field work. We also undertake finds training workshops. For the last year, we've at least once a month been running workshops for volunteers and placements on site. We have a very intense program of training. So there's a daily session every morning on our field schools for all volunteers and placements. Those are delivered not just by the same core team, they're delivered by specialist archaeologists. And we also have individual learning meetings with every single person that comes on site for more than 2 days to talk about their aims and how we can align our training to those and what they're interested in.
So the project that's been shortlisted is our osteology volunteering programme here at the Northamptonshire Archaeological Resource Centre that we've been doing for around about 3 years, is it, everyone? Yes. And in that, we've got a group of 16 volunteers, and here are some of our wonderful volunteers who have been participating and basically running the whole project, because it's not me at all, working through our skeletal collections, and so far catalogued and sorted and made accessible 1,162 individuals.
As one of the volunteers, what I feel that the wonderful impact of it is the fact that we've taken what was just a random collection of boxes that have been collected over the decades and stored all over the place, and we've begun the process of cataloguing them so that they can be, at some stage, be useful for people to do proper research on.
And as an individual, for my own benefit, I've gained a lifelong achievement at last of beginning to understand archaeology and where it all fits in, and learning about our ancestors, how we're here and why we're here.
I've got a group of people, we're all from different walks of life, and it's just wonderful. We have a smile, we have good fun, but we also feel we're doing something very useful.
Yes.
We've been able to show that a group of really motivated individuals have been able to pick up these skills and do an unbelievable piece of work. This is one of my proudest thing, is that these guys have been able to develop their skills and really be able to share them more widely.
I think what we're most proud of about the placement year is twofold, really. So I'm immensely proud, we're immensely proud of the team at Archaeology South East who are delivering this placement year. We're in our 8th year now, so we've been really growing and developing the placement year as over subsequent years. And I think we're really producing something that we can be proud of. It's really great to know that we're kind of helping ensure that British archaeology is in safe hands in the next generation. We're also super proud of our students. You know, they grow so much over the placement year, and it's amazing to see their transformation into confident early career archaeologists.
I'm very proud of the engagement event because it's one of a series of events that we do to try and get people that wouldn't maybe consider a career in construction, particularly heritage construction, and to see them see the potential of it and then embrace it.
Yeah, I think that the taster days are really important and a great opportunity for women to kind of come and learn skills that they might not otherwise get the opportunity to. Just with, I think there's only 13% of the construction industry are female, so it's really important that we have more of a push to get women into construction and to learn more of the skills that we need to conserve our heritage.
Yeah, on the day, each one of them really enjoyed it, and once they got Mick in the door, they got it finished and they got it taken home with them. So it was a big achievement. They could bring it home, show their families what they had made. But it was a good day now.
And hopefully the project maybe would spark an interest, by doing the project, spark an interest in them to be able to maybe have a go, maybe thinking about this type for a career.
So I think having something like the taster day where you can come in, learn the skills, I think having that hands-on sort of approach and getting to try it is really important, and you might not get that opportunity, and it might spark that inspiration for you to go, you know what, this is something that I could do and I could see myself doing.
So our Fieldwork Training Pathways is an internal training programme for commercial fieldwork archaeologists internally at Oxford Archaeology. It consists of 6 pathways, and they provide a sort of structured learning framework to support commercial archaeologists at each stage of their career. So from apprentice and graduate trainee right through to project officer. We did the numbers, and actually our graduate trainee program alone, we've launched the careers for over 500 people, which we're quite proud of. I think building those more accessible routes into archaeology outside of traditional academia is super important. And we recognise how valuable the apprenticeship pathway is in sort of removing those socioeconomic and sort of academic barriers for people and opening doors for people that might otherwise be excluded from the sector. And this ultimately benefits archaeology, bringing in diverse voices and perspectives as well, just enriches our work and our ability to interpret what we do as well. So it's super important.